Hello and welcome to some patch update notes for Everquest Live, December 3rd, 2024. So today the Outer Brood expansion is launching, so these are the patch notes for that. Welcome to the Everquest Outer Brood 31st expansion for Everquest. High over the sky, over the hills, over the long ignored Hodstock Hills looms a massive behemoth. A creature so large it appears to have an entire castle, or an entire castle fortress on its back. So this is, we've read this many times here on the channel, as it's the same text, but 6 new zones, new items, new trade skill stuff, new raids, new quests. There's 4 group missions. I believe there's 7 or 8 raids. There's new achievements. I believe it's about 5,200, 5,500, up to 8,000 AAs per class, depending on your class. The new item you get for buying the expansion is an activated item keyring, which means like your clickies can go into, so it's kind of nice. It'd be real nice on TLPs, actually. You get all those out of your bag, since those are, kind of when they're used. They're also allowing Dark Elf Rangers, so that'll be interesting. Now, I do not know if that is Dark Elf Rangers on the TLP, TLPs, right? Like, I think you have to have the Outer Brood unlocked for this to happen, but I am not 100% sure there. To get to the expansion, you have to use the East Freeport Docks or the tunnel in Necklace Forest, and you get to Hodstock Hills, and that's how you get there. Let's see here. There'll be heritage crates for Dark Elves. I don't know if there's anything good in there besides some teleport items and stuff like that. See here. There's a new search option in the bazaar for activated items. And see here, the keyring, obviously. And then there's some in-game mail, I guess, before you get evicted from your real estate plot. Real estate plots are so cheap. I do a whole year at a time. I mean, it's like less than 10K for a year. So you just spam that button until you run out of platinum. Updated the /cast command to work with the 14th spell slot, even though they don't say it here. See here. Add an option to find the corpse on the loot window. Corrected some issues with marking and stuff like that. UI items in the keyring window now show the remaining cast time on the tooltip. Increase the default width of the name column. Alright, converted the respawn window. New UI. Alright, so everything else seems to be basically the same as what we saw on the test server, so that is good. That is good. So that's that. Now, I want to mention this. This is from the Outer Brood beta forums. Before they take this down, I want to cover this ability that's a change in this thing, and they do not cover this in the patch notes where they should, but in the Outer Brood, all rares will cast this Curse of Subjugation, right? So this will drain 1% of your total mana and endurance every 6 seconds for 1 minute, effectively taking away all your resources, right? It's unresistible, and anybody that's on the hate list within range will be hit with this. Now, luckily, there's an AA now to get rid of it, and they changed it up a little bit here. So, like, originally it was like one of these, now that's like 3 different versions, so something to keep in mind there. Now the AA is called Ariad's Bane. There's 6 ranks of this, and you get it from doing the hunters in each of the zones in the Outer Brood. Now, the first rank, you can obtain this by doing any mercenary achievement. So there's like, it's usually 3 kill quests inside of each zone. Doing that will unlock the first rank, and then the rest of the ranks will require getting the hunter for the rest of the zones. So that's just something to keep in mind if you're wondering why your resources are going to be like absolutely drained and killed. This is it. Now the ability is not, I don't believe, a spammable ability from what I've read in this how long is this? This is 12 pages of mostly people complaining about hunter raids, but for the most part it is some good information, but I don't believe it's a spammable ability, so you're not gonna be able to put it in your multi-bind, I don't think, at this point in time, but we'll see when we get started here, when the servers come up. But this definitely, you want to get this immediately. Kill the mercenaries, whatever, and then work on the hunter as you go through the expansion to unlock 6.6. What does this mean? This means that the hunter mobs are going to be highly contested for I would say the first half. I would say until the raids come out, because I believe by the time the raids come out, everybody that's really cares about this should have already gotten it done, because you'll need it for the raids, I believe. So just something to keep in mind. Like, you might find people that are stealing your names just to get the kill and stuff like that, things like that. Hopefully they increase the spawn rate of the names to accommodate for them being required for this. Like, I don't know, remove placeholders, who cares, honestly, and just let the names always be up. That would be nice change. It's not going to affect anything at all. Oh no, some tier 1, tier 2 items get into the world. the world will be fine. Let's see here, what is this? So yeah, so when you activate the bane, it takes away the curse and it gives you a buff. You get anywhere from 1 to 6% melee damage and 2 to 10% spell damage and healing based on the rank. There is no mana cost, reuse time, or cast time associated with this, but it can only be activated when you have the curse. So it's like a little mini burn ability. Realistically, like, it's 10% spell damage, 6% melee damage. So and the melee weapons are crazy. Here, let me see if I can pull this up real like raid loot here. Like we might be able to see like a shout on that one, right? I saw some last night when I was searching for stuff. Yeah, here we go. Great Sword of Uprising. It still shows the Lorien song went higher. This Uprising is the new stuff. I believe this is this one tier 2 maybe. I don't think the raid stuff's in there yet for that. Let me do, I think Warrior was in there. Warrior, one-hander. Yeah, Swordbreaker of the Uprising. So you can see here, whatever this is, I don't know if this is the raid loot. Does it have endurance regeneration on it? It does not have endurance regeneration, so this is probably just a group item. Let's look at Alakazam, see what it is here. Wow, that looks badass. All right, that's crazy good. Let's see here, endurance. Let's see, I don't see endurance regeneration on this, so this has to be the group version of it. Yeah, so it looks like the group stuff is, oh wait, no, I don't have it filtered right. I'm sorry. That is the group one. So there we go. Of the Rebellion is the raid version. So the raid single target, or single-handed one-hander for Warrior is 37 ratio. And if we go back down to this one, it's 32 ratio. This is Eternal. Yeah, this is Eternal Rebel. No, we need Perpetual. Where's Perpetual Rebel? Obviously, raidloot.com is not updated because Perpetual is the one. But you can see the difference here between these, right? It's insane. I'm not even going to talk about this more. This needs to be updated more. But this is, this is where this is at. So obviously, make sure if you're not aware of it, you're aware of it now, of the curse. You have to click that ability to remove it. Otherwise, you will lose resources. And you can see here how this goes up pretty quick, right? So lesser will only do 2% of your total, but ultimate is in the raids will do 20%. So if you don't have that and you're doing the raids, you're not going to be able to do much. So this one here, Curse of Subjugation 1, 2, and 3, is used by the rare NPCs and mission bosses. This will take up to 10% of your resources. And over here, the lesser Curse of Subjugation, used by the normal mobs in the zone, I guess, up to 2%. So there's, you know, some things you need to worry about there. Now, what else? This also means that mercenaries will have issues. Mercenaries do not have an ability to get rid of this. Obviously, they will probably add it. If they didn't add it already, they should have added. They should have added it during beta. But hopefully they'll add one. Kind of like how in Empires of Kunark there is an ability to remove stuff that the mercenaries get. Hopefully they do that. Otherwise, you will not be able to use a healer mercenary or anything else because they will not have any mana. I think the DPS mercenary, the melee one, will be the only one that's going to be usable. So keep that in mind. If you notice your mercenary actually does not have any mana, you could be this. So in other news outside of that, Frostville time is near. So Santa Claus is back. And so starting December 3rd at midnight all the way till January 7th, 2025, you can now do the winter events, the winter quests. There are 3 stages, it looks like. No, 4 stages. 4 stages of quests. They take place in Great Divide. Where's this one at? I think Plane of Knowledge is one of them. Yeah, on the 24th, after midnight, you can open up gifts. I don't even know what's in those. And then there's a New Year's thing there. And there should also be a New Year's event that comes on. And then there should be, later in the month, a extra rares event coming up. They don't list it here, but it is what it is. The chill of winter is upon us. This is other news here. This is related to the current tower. So there is a new tower that came out on November. At the end of November, there was a new tower, and now that the collection item is moved. So the collection item is now in Western Wastes, and pretty much it's just saying that you can buy these items here from the shop if you missed them during the month, right? And I believe the giveaway this item for this month is a scaled Verant hatchling. So it's another dragon mount, or a dragon mount, a dragon pet morph thing. I think these turn your pet into things. I don't know, metamorph, familiar, whatever. I never use them. I always have them turned off. But if you want it, it's there to grab. You can see here. I don't see, like, they gave away like 2 of them in one of the months, and I don't see it here. It was like the scaled, it was a purple drake or something like that. I got tons of them, like, it kept giving them to me. So I got a few of those, but it looks like a reminder for Fippy Fest. Digital packs are still available if you want to do that. What was this thing? So depending on your edition, you got mounts, ornamentations, wands, and a 42 slot bag. I actually claimed that on Deke on one of my characters. Oh god. Let's see here. Yeah, so Western Waste for the collectible item. That's if you want to get that and stuff like that. So pretty nice. All right, so the expansion is going to launch here in, what time is it? 11:53. I believe at 2 Central. It's supposed to be out. So the servers are down right now until 12 PST. So I hope you have a great expansion launch. Hope nothing goes wrong. And thank you very much for watching. And please have a fantastic day.